Twisted Fae. If you're new here to my channel, welcome. I'm a traditional and digital artist here on YouTube. Since it's cold outside, I hope all of you guys grabbed yourself something nice to drink, like a good cup of joe or a good cup of tea. I prefer tea though. I like coffee though too. Ooh, that's a hard decision. But yeah, whichever you prefer, I hope you guys grab something warm to drink. Or even a glass of milk, warm milk. I guess that works too, right? Anywho, so I wasn't really sure what to talk about today, to be honest. I don't really get like frequently asked questions or anything, so that's okay. That's okay. But I did want to mention that I am up to 97 subscribers here on YouTube. So thank you guys so very much. It means a lot to me. I'm really happy. Although my YouTube channel is growing a lot slower than like my other social media and stuff like that, I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I'm okay with slow progression. Like, I'm actually kind of scared of getting like too big. Like, I don't know, it kind of scares me. But yeah. So thank you guys. Like, it really does mean a lot. Like, I really do appreciate it. Like, a lot of the reason is that I put up my videos still is because you guys are here, and every time I put out a video I get like 1 or 2 new subscribers every time, and I'm just like, yay, somebody really liked my art enough to like stick around. You know, like that makes me so happy. And so like, thank you very much. But yeah, so like I said, I wasn't really sure what to talk about today. I guess it'll be a story time today. So I'm 28 years old. Let me see. How do I do this? Okay, so I am 28 years old, guys. I'm getting up there. I'm climbing that hill, man. I'm climbing that hill. But you know what fascinates me? Is all the media that's available, like social media that's available for artists nowadays. Like, it just blows my mind. Like, it's amazing. We didn't have this shit when I was little. We really didn't. How do I explain this? Like, I am a 90s kid. I am literally pure 90s kid. Like, I was born in the 90s. You guys know my age now. You guys can do the math. I was literally born on 1990. So like, I went through the age of the video cassettes, going to CDs, and then the MP3s. Like, I watched it go away in a decade. So that was pretty amazing. But my daughter, oh, I love that little girl. She's a brat sometimes, but I love her. She's very talented. Like, she plays the guitar, she likes to draw, she likes to sing, and she's very active in her school community, you know, like being a representative and stuff for her class, helping out with with the lower grades and the kindergartners and stuff with their recess and all that good jazz. And like, I'm so proud of her. But she does draw. I can't play the guitar for shit. I can play the bass and I can play piano, so I can't really say anything on the guitar, but she does play good guitar. But art-wise, it's been a trip, because she's always doodled, and like, she's always used like a reference picture or something, you know, to doodle or to copy it or try to make it, you know, because she liked it and she thought it was really pretty and she wanted to give it a try, you know, like what all kids do. It's freaking amazing. And she went from that to going to YouTube to learn how to draw like My Little Pony and stuff when she was totally enthralled by that show. And she learned how to do it, the basic shapes and everything of how to draw one of these characters and to change, you know, their positions and stuff like that. and it was amazing. Like, she was doing this on her own, not me telling her to go do it, but she was doing it on her own. She's still doing it. But like this year in particular, it went from My Little Pony, and then it turned into these weird, like, deformed Lego people. Like, she would draw her stick people, you know, first originally with, like, their scratchy hair. But after, like, this whole My Little Pony thing with Jiggy, she wanted to draw, like, people or ish. Like the cartoony people. And, yeah, she went from there. They looked like some really, really deformed Lego people. And then I went to things that look like, you know, the Roblox characters. And now she's doing chibis. Yeah, she still has a lot to learn and a lot to, like, understand with proportions and stuff. And that's why I'm there. And, like, so is her YouTube, though, too. But yeah, like, this year, she's grown a lot artistically, and, like, I'm amazed by that. Because for me, when I was little, I didn't have this. I had the internet, like, maybe the mid-90s and stuff like that. And that's when I was already, like, looking at anime and stuff, or had found out about anime and all that good jazz. Like, slowly. But it wasn't influencing my art yet. I was still doing the comics and stuff, like you guys know from a previous video. But yeah, like, I remember I used to have to go to the library, if not the bookstore. Majority of the time it was the freaking bookstore, and that wasn't an arm and a leg. That was my birthday and my Christmas presents. So whatever. That works. But yeah, I used to spend all my money, majority of my money, either on art supplies, like new art supplies, or I would invest it in books for art. If not, you know, a couple books for, like, my reading and entertainment, and, like, you know, manga and anime books, but the rest were art books. Like, literally. I remember spending $300. It was my 13th birthday. It was I was officially, like, that's when my art was officially influenced by anime, like, oh shit. But yeah, I'd spent a lot of money. I was given $500 for my birthday, and I spent $300 on those books, and $200 on the rest of my art supplies. And oh my god, my grandparents were okay with it because I lived with my grandparents. But my mom was the one who gave me the $300, and my mom found that I spent it all in one place, and she got so pissed. I don't understand why, but whatever. Because, you know, now it's coming in handy, like, it did what I needed it to do, obviously, because I learned from it. But yeah. So, like, if I didn't have the money or something, my grandfather would go to, because he worked in the city of Glendale, so he had a Phoenix Public Library, and he had a city of Glendale Public Library, library cards. So he would actually go there, and I don't know why he did it, but just one day he came home and he gave me this book about how to draw manga. And I don't think I've ever been more excited, because literally that was my first book that I had ever gotten for manga, or how to draw it. And the Phoenix of the public Phoenix Library, they didn't have those books. They didn't have any books on how to draw anime. They had stuff like for comics and stuff like that, but nothing for anime, nothing for what I was interested in at the time. I was interested still in comics and stuff, but I wanted to draw my favorite anime characters, you know? And draw, like, the comic book heroes and the characters that I liked in anime. So yeah, I was blown away by that fact. So he would order books from the library and purchase them from the library to bring them home to me for my resources, because that wasn't something my grandmother could teach me on. She knew, you know, realism. She didn't know semi-realism, and she didn't know anime. Definitely not anime. She's just like, they have big eyes. I was like, I know, it's so cute, you know? But yeah. So like, that blew my mind for like the longest time because of that. And it still blows my mind though, like from the available resources that I had to like what my daughter has, it's just phenomenal. Like, it's so vastly different. Oh man, like I wish I had that stuff when I was growing up. Shit, maybe I would have been where I'm at faster. I don't know. But yeah, I also hear too sometimes about like other artists that, you know, something happens in their life and stuff, and they stop drawing entirely, or they have like a negative experience with their art, or somebody commenting on their art and stuff, you know, and that makes me sad. I don't know. Everybody gets art blocks. Don't get me wrong. My art blocks usually last about a good week to 2 weeks sometimes. Although I've gotten good at not having one, which is surprising. I haven't had one in like a couple of years. So I'm hoping that the next time I have one, it's not like brutal. But I've never taken I've taken hiatuses from social media and like posting online, but I never stopped drawing. I never drew. So I might have stopped digital art for a period of time, but I didn't stop drawing in like my sketchbooks or doing other types of mediums with art. So, and to be honest, art got me through a lot of things in life. Like, I didn't know I was bipolar, so I would have like these random bouts of super happy, super sad, super mad, but I didn't know that that's what I was, because that wasn't something that's discussed in my family or anything, or thought to be a problem necessarily. But it did become a problem for me later on in life, and I still have a few bumps in the road here and there. But my depression gets really, really bad. But you know what? Art is what kept me afloat. When I first went through these strange bouts of mine and stuff, like the first thing I remember is like this horrible depression when I was younger. The only thing that got me through there was my art. I don't remember what happened or what it was, but my depression was held back because of my art. That's how, like, what I was doing for Inktober, these characters that I was drawing, that's where they're from. I made a story. I invented a world to escape my own sadness, to escape my own reality. And I made these characters. So they're like really dear to my heart. So there's Sayori, there's Ryu, there's Artemis, there's Mai, all the other characters that I have that are part of that world as well. And that's what kept me. It just gave me energy, and I don't know. I don't know how I could never not draw, minus the art block. That's only a couple weeks max. So, but like actually not intentionally not drawing, I've never done that. I've always drawn, and I don't know. I'm really happy that it is, because I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't. I'd still be behind back years ago where I was. And it's so crazy because like my friend actually sent me pictures that I had in a sketchbook that I left over at their house, and like how much I have grown from 7 years ago still amazes me. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, guys, I'm not sure what else to talk about. I've got other things that I do want to discuss tomorrow in regards to the new things that I'm going to be doing as of next week and all that other stuff. But yeah, so I'll chit-chat about that tomorrow. I'll go ahead and leave this off. I know it's gone a little bit over than what I normally do, so I'm so sorry. But thank you to those who have actually stuck around. And if you did stick around, guys, then I just want to let you know I am almost at 100 subscribers like I mentioned earlier. So I'm thinking about doing a little raffle. So I'm thinking about it. Once I hit my first 100 here, I want to do, maybe I might draw one of your guys' characters or something. We'll see. But if anybody's interested, just leave your comments down below to let me know. That way I'll know if I should run it or not. Because it is only 100 people, and there's probably only going to be like 2 or 3 people that participate, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around and all that good stuff. If you'd like my videos and want to support me and my channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. If not, you guys can also stalk me on my social media down below. I am on Instagram, DeviantArt, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, all that good jazz. You'll find me most actively on Twitter, not going to lie. And yeah. Also, one last thing before I go. I am still having that sale at my store if you guys are interested or want that last minute gift for yourself or for a loved one. I do have that 20 to 50% off in my store. Everything is literally priced that way. So yeah, you guys should totally go check it out and all that good jazz, and maybe you might find something you like. But anywho guys, thank you so much for chilling, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!